Just like bumping the road as you try to re-enter, bumping the back tire of the rider in front of you will send you pavement bound. Once your front tire hits another rider's rear tire, your bike will change direction, but your body will not. The unfortunate result is a face in the pavement, or perhaps two or more if it's a tandem you're messing with. This is a really bad type of crash because other riders are likely to crash into or over you. It's your job to stay alert and not hit the tire in front of you. Give yourself a full bike length between your front tire and the rider in front of you. Keep in mind that many riders are unstable in groups. The wise rider maintains a safe distance.
On your left. On your left.
Let other riders know your intentions to pass or change lanes by speaking loudly and clearly and saying, on your left, on your right, or slowing and stopping.
Slowing. Slowing. Stopping. Stopping.
Just as important is the need to search before you change lane position. Do so, and you will not crash into others. Keep in mind that some cyclists will be going slowly and some will be going fast. By searching and verbalizing, everybody knows what is going on around them. By verbalizing, we mean actually saying on your left, on your right, slowing and stopping. Doing so alerts riders to your presence and your intentions. I can't emphasize enough that some riders get lulled into a sense of false security as they talk or daydream over the course of the ride. Calling on your left, slowing, car back, stopping, and so forth helps us to bring daydreaming riders back to the reality of their place on the road, sharing it with hundreds of other riders and motor vehicles as well. Use your voice, hands, head, eyes, and good judgment. Follow the directions on the roadway and bike Florida signs. Listen to others, and if you think you need assistance, ask for it. Cell phones are helpful to carry for emergencies, but not a good idea to use while riding. If you have to answer your cell phone, safely pull off to the right and then answer the phone. Helmets save heads and speed recovery time. They really work. 85% of serious head injuries are preventable if you wear a helmet. If you want proof, visit a recovering victim of a serious head injury. Recovering from head injuries is long and difficult. So whenever you are on a bicycle, even in the parking lot, on a trail, or around town, keep your helmet on and securely fastened. Downhills are fast and full of excitement, but keep in mind that even if you enjoy flying downhill, some riders don't. Be aware of unpredictable riders swerving right, turning without searching, and stopping in the road. It is up to you to predict the hazards you may encounter as you travel at 30, 40, or 50 miles per hour downhill on your 25-pound bike. Also, keep in mind that the tandem you flew past uphill will be flying past you on the downhill sometime soon. So remember to search whenever you change lane positions. Some riders may walk up a hill, some will crawl, and some will fly. Here, conflicts abound. Some riders may even give up and unexpectedly jump off their bikes. Others will stop still from exhaustion. Most crashes occur at slow speeds, and this is a prime opportunity for wheels to be bumped. So stay alert for other riders when climbing. It's best to drop to a lower gear and follow a straight line. If you have to stop, get off the roadway. I repeat, if you have to stop, get off the roadway. Lights help you to be seen and see dangers. Mirrors help you see what is behind you. However, turning your head and using your eyes is best. Mirrors on your bars or helmet provide different functions, such as checking for distance traffic or to see others riding close to you. It takes time to adjust to using either. Both are good to have, but don't replace physical scanning. Locks are important to keep your bike secure, especially when left unattended in camp. No bikes are allowed in indoor camping areas. Tucking in behind a long line of riders can reduce your level of effort significantly. There's a lot less wind resistance, lots of speed, and plenty of action, but it comes with great risk. One bumped wheel, and you and many others may go down. One inexperienced rider can cause a mega pileup, like a set of falling dominoes, with lots of injuries and broken cycles. Pace lines are strongly discouraged, and levels of skill make them highly vulnerable and subject to bad crashes. Bicycles are legal vehicles in all 50 states. We want to be expected and noticed by drivers. We don't want to be liable for causing crashes. It's far less risky and safer if you ride on the right side of the road with traffic all of the time. When you do, you'll look like a responsible adult cyclist who knows the rules of the road. Ride on the right. It's the law, and it works.
On your left.
Likewise, when passing, stay to the left of other cyclists. In other words, ride right, pass left. If you have to stop, get all the way off the road and let others pass. If you don't, other riders who are talking and not paying attention may suddenly notice you and swerve left to avoid you. They might swerve into other riders who are going faster and passing without giving notice. They might also swerve into motorized traffic. Accidentally riding off the roadway shoulder and trying to get back on too fast is a good way to break a hip or wrist and go home early. Let me explain. Bikes have little thin tires. 1 inch width of tire is a lot. Cars, on the other hand, have 8 inches and trucks 12 inches of tire. It's possible that a shoulder could be 2 to 6 inches lower than the roadway surface and your bike tire. While it is easy to run off the road, it's next to impossible to go back up the 6 inches of shoulder without crashing. It's a matter of physics. That tiny 1 inch tire simply cannot get the traction needed to climb the 6-inch lip. It simply runs along the edge, rubbing it but not climbing it. The result is that your body plans for roadway re-entry, but you end up face down on the pavement. This is a very hard fall that almost always causes serious injury. So here's what to do. Keep riding off the road, but slow down. Then stop your bike, search for traffic, lift your bike back onto the road, and proceed when it's safe. Heat stroke and hypothermia are the little demons that sneak up on you and ruin your day. Your body can lose as much as 1 water bottle an hour. Drink and drink even more. If you are not urinating every few hours, you are dehydrated. If your urine is not clear, then you're not drinking enough water. As you dehydrate, your heart rate becomes rapid. You're tired, hot, really hot. And so you stop and get hotter. Eventually, you can get dehydrated to the point of heat stroke. It's a very dangerous time, and you could wind up in the emergency room with an IV in your arm. Even if the temperature is mild, you can still dehydrate. Water, water, water. Drink, 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 even if you don't feel thirsty. Also remember that as you sweat, you lose electrolytes that are necessary for bodily fluid function. So drink some of the power drinks that contain electrolytes. Applying ice is an excellent way to cool down if you're approaching heat stroke. However, at rest stops, please don't stick your sweaty, gloved hands in the ice. Exposure to wet and cold can bring on hypothermia. If you become hypothermic, you're cold but not shivering anymore. You'll feel kind of lost, dull, and foggy. This one is no fun, and if you don't get warm, you may find yourself in a crash. Wear clothing in layers. Wear headbands or bandanas to keep your ears and head warm. You will never crash quicker or harder than when incorrectly negotiating railroad tracks or slick, wet pavement. Cross slowly and at right angles when riding over railroad tracks. You can save your bottom from wear and tear by getting off the seat and using your legs as springs. Try to anticipate and move into a position to cross at right angles to the tracks, but remember to scan as you do. Oil is usually found at the center of the travel lane, so avoid it. If it begins to rain, the first few minutes are the most dangerous. That's when the oil tends to migrate toward the shoulder. Wet leaves and sand can be slippery as well, so take caution. Painted road stripes can be just like ice. Avoid them, especially when wet or oily. If you have to cross a road stripe, keep your bike upright. Rumble strips can be a bicyclist's worst nightmare. They are made to alert motorists from running off the road and into bicyclists. After scanning, move to the left of them. Grates are like railroad tracks. Gravel is like little ball bearings under your tires. Try to look ahead and foresee a manhole, drain grate, or gravel in the road. Avoid potholes and bumps if you can, but always search when you change position on the road and signal others. Point with your hand and verbalize. If you have no time for a search, ride straight and steady with your handlebars, or make a quick snap to avoid a rock.